Hey, Born, ready?
Yeah, what's up?
You misspelled ready.
Oh, thanks, man.
Alright, here we are back with another video, this time on Hell Let Loose. Now this is one I had been eyeing for ages, but just could not pull the plug on because it looked a bit... I think the word might be, I guess, brutal? Like, it's very unforgiving at a glance. There's no indication of who I'm hitting here, if anyone, and I don't know why I'm pinging marking that guy, I just was. It's a game that gives you very little information in terms of what you expect from modern day games. You don't get hit markers, you might get the occasional audio cue if you land a headshot or shots with some weapons, but through all of this you'll see I'm getting no real indication that these people are being hit, no real indication they're dying. You've just got to assume that if you land in your shots, you're taking people out. And look, if that sounds awful to you, this game probably isn't for you. If you can't deal with not knowing you've killed someone, this is not the game for you. If you can't deal with not understanding where bullets are coming from, nah, you're gonna hate it. But if you can stick through that and you can deal with it, this is pretty damn good. So here we go. Let's dive right into the juicy stuff. I put it in about 12 hours before I began editing this, so my reactions are spent on that 12 hours of space, and in that time I had a ton of fun. I learned a little bit about the community, which was quite interesting. Learned a lot about how one-sided the gameplay can be. And look, Hell Let Loose is a brutal game. It is going to be hell at times, and this is a perfect example of that.
What the fuck? Didn't even get to the beach, I just died on the boat.
He's got nailed. That's fantastic walking through the water like at fucking snail speed.
It'd be nice if we could at least land like further down the beach maybe or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, it's bullshit, man.
Instead my fucking boat opens and I'm just face fucking a machine gun. I'm sure this will be the one, boys.
Yeet!
Good luck, boys.
To the death. Moving to defend. Customs.
Now look, that wasn't an accurate representation of the time I've spent in this game so far.
There, taking positions.
It's a good example of, though, how frustrating it can be at times. There were a lot of periods where I'd spawn, I'd walk for 2 minutes, I'd get shot. I'd spawn, walk for 2 minutes, get shot, and have no real indication where it was coming from. And sometimes it felt like they were all around you. But ultimately, when you make ground, you make really good ground. When you lose ground, you lose ground. And there's really good opportunities to flank and be outflanked both individually and playing as a squad. Now in this bit here, my squad and I were trying to hold down a section at the front line. It worked out for quite a while and we were holding them back. I think on this map we were trying to defend a forward push from the enemy. And I found the squad play to be, for the most part, pretty good. Like any game with multiplayer, 50% of the time your squad's going to be screaming at each other with shit kicker mics. The other 50% of the time, they're going to be working together in some respect. And at the top end of that 50%, you're going to get a golden squad where everyone's working together, everyone's listening, everyone's talking, and they're working together. And for this game, that's kind of key. You'll definitely notice as you play more of it that the teams that don't have squads working together are just going to lose. You'll see your squads on the map off masturbating in the fucking corner while your team's dying holding the point. You don't know what they're doing, but you just need to relax and just let it go. One of the nice things about this game is I felt like I could make a difference as a solo, but also when your squad's working together, you can really make some big plays on the map. I was really impressed by the variety. The maps are really large. They're really varied. You'll have open areas of woods, you'll have open fields, you'll have crammed towns, you'll have little, like, I guess, like I'd call this like a farmstead almost, but it's on the edge of like a city and a town. You can see when I look out, I think the gate here, there's like fields out the front, over to the side there's a giant warehouse. It's really varied map to map, and I never really felt like I was playing through the same moment more than once. Obviously I've only played 12 hours, I'm sure it gets repetitive, but realistically there's a ton of replayability here if you can get through just the brutal nature of it. But of course, the big question with a game like this is, what's the community like? You need so much coordination to win games. If you just want to jump in, you just want to try and lone wolf it, you can do it. You can do it. You might get teammates that scream at you, but for the most part, I'd see people doing that, and it didn't seem to bother that many people. But with a game like this, that's basically Mill Sim for World War II, you get some people who are just like, they're just balls deep in this game. They're balls deep in the idea of it. They wanted to act like they are in the military. Everyone's talking about some guy named Garry. It definitely took me a couple of games to realize they were talking about a Ford Garrison outpost, which is like a spawn point. For those who haven't played this game, everyone's talking about Garry like everyone else knows exactly what that is. At least the Australian servers, they're pretty hardcore people to play it. And look, let me show you the first time I decided to jump in as an officer, which was just prior to this gameplay you're seeing now. I decided to jump in. I wanted to try being an officer who leads the squad. You can place board outposts, which are basically these spawn points. And, well, yeah, let me just show you what that experience was. For anyone with sensitive ears, now might be the time to jump out of this one. Like any classic Call of Duty multiplayer lobby from the 2000s, it gets pretty vulgar.
What's up, boys?
Hello.
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 G'day, g'day.
Oh dear lord, I didn't realize I was going to go to everyone.
Commander, can we get tank spawns on any spawn points?
We have
I
no
think you need
commander.
to learn how to
Oh,
play
that's awesome.
offensives and understand there's no commander.
No commander, yeah.
Tanks will not be available for the first 5 minutes on any offensive map.
That's on
you play.
period.
Stop asking for them within the first 5 minutes.
Top attack.
Commander, can I get a tank on any spawn point?
Again, there's no commander, so stop.
Commander, can I get a spawn tank on a spawn
Dear
point?
lord, that's
Don't
loud.
feed the troll. Don't feed the troll.
Oh wait, that's its own chat, okay.
No, for real though, who's got a tank?
If he said it nicer, I wouldn't be such a troll, but when he sounds like a dipshit.
When I hear how to play the game, and I'm surrounded by incompetent
Leadership radio is
individuals.
We are playing
Hey,
this game, man.
hey, I've only had the game for
my
less
God.
than 6 hours, so I'm sorry for not understanding.
Yeah, man.
But that's the
We
same
need
players in this
Squad
game.
leader chat.
Aren't we supposed to be the leaders?
What you should do
And learn how to play the
Shut
game
the fuck up,
effectively.
back there.
What you should do is find the biggest shovel and shove
Can
it
you
up your
guys all
ass.
please shut up?
Scoop that
Please
shit.
shut up. Thank
Once
you.
again,
Crappy dude.
redeploy on an empty server and level up your riflemen.
Oh. Guys. Do I need to turn this war around? Because god damn it, I will. We'll go all the way back to fucking America.
Okay, done.
Now, if your ears survive that, you might be thinking it's over. But you would be wrong.
He's the commander.
He's not
There
enough
isn't
tanks.
Look, if no one goes commander in the next one... Oh, never mind, sorry.
I'm going
Oh,
commando,
copy.
not commander.
I am now commander, you little bitches.
Ah, what?
Yay,
I
commander.
don't know what I'm doing, but hell, I'm doing it.
Just press the M button.
Level
on.
19 has no business
have to have
playing
a yes.
Oh
Commander.
man, shut up, dude. Jesus, live a little, bro.
You play
And you should have stepped up, you little bitch.
And
To what?
come
I
on,
have no intention of leaving this garbage fire.
people are allowed to be
Especially
new
like
to the
yours.
game, Rusty. People are allowed to
No,
be
they're
new to the
not.
game.
They're allowed to
Yeah,
be
Rusty, we don't all live in our mother's basement.
But they're not allowed to be
I
yanked.
know.
That's
He
for
doesn't
sure. I
have.
had a fucking yank.
I live on my
The reason why this game is good is because there aren't many people like you who rip on noobs. Most
I'm
people
not
just
ripping
help
on
them out.
noobs. I'm ripping on incompetent players.
No, dudes, we're new
I didn't
people.
say
Level
fluid.
19. Level 19, incompetent, you know, ignorance and stupid, there's a big line between that.
Is officer
Gotta
chat
know.
always
And
this
you are
AIDS? Like, is it always this bad?
Yes, it's absolutely always this bad, especially
No,
Fuck
it isn't.
me.
and more especially when there are
Hey,
incompetence in the
Rusty,
Yeah,
your mom says hi.
I'm sick of
Fucking got
My
him.
mom is dead. You also like necrophilia? That's probably why you're so
Yep,
fucking
I
weird.
fucked your dead mom.
That's amazing.
I fucked your mom.
My soul hurts.
Your dead mom.
Dear lord, what am I playing?
Yeah, Rusty, you're shit.
no idea what is going on.
And there we had the perfect example of the people that play this game. You have the super serious who expect everyone to already know what's going on. You have the guy with the... I don't even know what kind of microphone that guy was using, but he's just screaming into it. But he was trying to have a good time. And they just clash, and they clash so hard. So you need to come in, people are going to expect you to know what to do. Honestly, just grab a rifleman, have fun with it. That's what I started doing. Explore the classes, you'll figure it out. Most of the people I found to be pretty helpful if you just ask. Honestly, if I had any questions, I just asked the squad, and the majority of the time, they were pretty cool. They were pretty chill. And as I close this one out, I realize that I really haven't shown much of the gameplay, and that's because it's so hard to find moments of greatness. Because a lot of the time, you're going to be slowly making your way towards the front line. You're going to get into some combat. It might work out like it did for me here, where I got quite a few kills, knocked a few people down, and eventually got taken out. Like that. But half the time, you'll get to the front line, you'll get tapped. You'll get to the front line, you get tapped. You'll hold a position. They're trying to mill sim war here. They're trying to be simulating war. It's going to be slow at times. That's just the reality of it. You're not going to know who killed you. You're not going to know how or where. You'll have a bit of an idea, but you'll have to work it out yourself. But if you're in for the atmosphere, this game absolutely nails it. You hear the gunshots going over your head. You hear them whizzing by. You hear people around you getting hit, getting taken down. And there's a lot of different roles to play. You want to be the anti-tank guy? That's super important. Tanks are strong as shit. You want to be the medic? Again, really good. And there's limited quantities of those, and the balance seems really damn good. Look, I'm not going to say the game's perfectly balanced. I've only played 12 hours. I'm sure there's going to be heaps of people yelling at me if they ever watch this. But it's goddamn good. To really drive the point home, and this bit really hit it on the head for me, just this artillery run here. As I was crawling through the dirt, watching this and hearing this go off, it sold it for me. Ooh. And like always, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Please do like and subscribe, and feel free to comment. Let me know what you liked, didn't like. Really trying to hone in the editing process and figure out what I'm trying to do with this channel. And look, any feedback's appreciated. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys next time.